Hello guys, welcome back to Red Lentil Healing. It's Feel Good Fridays, and with Feel Good Fridays, we do either a general, an energy read talking about what's the positive energy for the week that we can reflect on, or we do a news story. This particular news story hits very close to home, and it also has a little bit of a challenge because I don't know what question I want to ask. So what I may do is ask a very light question as the impetus of talking about this story, because it is such an amazing story, and it's another reminder that yet, no matter how bleak, how dark things feel, there's always people out there doing good. So there's this organization called Path Forward. They are a nonprofit. Actually, literally their headquarters are right down the street from my house. I found this out by just looking up, reading daily news, and there is this man, and I used to see him a lot, and I would actually, check in on him when I would, walk past him or drive past him, like, hey, I knew his name. His name is Barry. To protect his privacy, I won't give his last name, but I'll put the link to the article and you can read his last name. Barry's infamous around the Arlington, Virginia area. When I'd walk past him, hey, Barry, how you holding up? What do you need? Need me to get you some food? What do you need today? How can I help? And other people would too, because Barry has been homeless for over 15 years, really struggling. So some of the local people in Arlington contacted Path Forward, the nonprofit that really works to help find subsidized housing for people in the community. It's really picked up a lot since COVID-19, had a lot of displaced people, and they've been really, really busy. They recently worked with Barry, and now Barry has a home for the first time in 15 years. This story has made not just local DC news, it has made national news, because he is a very unique case, because again, he's been on the streets for a very, very long time. And they worked really hard to find him housing. Path Forward has been in existence literally since before I was born. They were founded in 1980. They have a long history of working with multiple national programs and with local programs to not just find housing, but education, helping people starting up checking accounts. A lot of women who are leaving domestic violence and helping them not just get back on their feet, but reclaim their new life. They've got an amazing vision and amazing values. Their values are about community, building and fostering open and inclusive neighborhoods, dignity. They believe that everyone has inherent rights and qualities of self-worth and respect, partnership, working with the community. That's how they found out about Barry, because Barry would kind of move around in Arlington, because Arlington's a pretty big community. He would move around to different little sub-communities in Arlington, so it was hard to pinpoint Barry. It was people like me and people like other people who were like, hey, let me contact them and help see how we can work with this group if they can help Barry. So that partnership is really, really big to him. And stability, not just getting Barry an apartment, but also what resources will he need, helping him with clothing, with not just housing, with the job, everything that he needs. So they're not just going to put him in a house where he can't succeed and be able to pay for it, even with subsidized rent, but making sure he has a new life. Again, starting that new life. I'm going to put a link to their website down below if you want to take a look and even donate to them. Or if you know somebody in the DC area who can benefit from Path Forward, who may need help. You may have loved ones or friends or family who are really, really struggling, who may be in this area. Or even if they're not in this area, reach out to Path Forward, because again, they partner with a lot of community and housing-based nonprofits throughout the country that they can probably put you in touch with somebody in your local area. So, wanted to tell that story because it is amazing how everybody came together, and this man now has, after 15 years, has a new life. I just want to do just a quick general, what can Spirit tell us about that type of philanthropy? What do we need to just keep in mind? I told you I didn't really have a particular question. I was going to use a very general question as the segue to tell the story. But just what is Spirit's message about community and how we can continue to have not Barry be the one-off, but more stories like Barry, more people able to get help. Three of Pentacles, this money collaboration, donate when and where, however you can. You don't always have to go drop off a $5,000 check. It can be, hey, I have a bunch of, like me, you can donate goods and supplies. Instead of, when we do our Goodwill donations, maybe you just donate directly to Path Forward. I always have a whole bunch of spare toothbrushes just because I'm weird. And I always take them plus toothpaste and I go deliver them and drop them off to the next, any kind of location that accepts those types of things. So it's not always monetary. It could be time too. Hey, do you need help people cleaning? What do you need? So giving that collaboration of continuing to provide resources to help is key. Also too, 9 of Swords, don't be overwhelmed. And don't let the anxiety rule you. A lot of people think these problems are so insurmountable. The homelessness problem is so insurmountable. I'm just a small person. There's not much I can do. I just told you 2 really good ways you can help. You can volunteer to help, answer phones, stuff flyers. For years, I used to do marketing, pro bono marketing, and social media help. Ways to donate your time, extra supplies in your house. What we can do is get out of the mindset of it's too big of a problem for me to make an impact. Yes, you can absolutely make an impact. And then 2, know that when you make that impact with the Ace of Cups, this is an overflowing emotion. This notion of gratitude and reciprocity and generosity fills this cup that overflows and goes back into the environment. If we want to see change, we've got to be the change. And that selfless act of helping, by no matter how insignificant you may think it is and how worried and anxiety filled, when you barely have something, how can you donate to somebody else? I get it, but Spirit says get out of your anxiety. Know that there's more ways that you can donate, you can help, and it's just refilling the cup of karma and that overflowing cup of positivity and emotions that this earth, this society really needs. All right, that was the message from Spirit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next week on the next Feel Good Fridays. Until then, take care of yourselves. And if you want to donate to Path Forward, or if you know somebody who may benefit from Path Forward, check out the link below in the description. Bye, guys.